Hey everybody, so we're here going to try to demonstrate the SICU test here with everybody. If people don't know what the SICU test is, it's basically an assessment to see how well your patient can scoot up independently on their own, or how much assistance they require by the nurse to get up in bed on their own. SICU test provides two benefits, one for the patient and one for us. For the patient, it increases their physical therapy, increases coordination and their ability to be independent, so hopefully they can move on in their therapy. As far as nurses go, this essentially helps save our backs and prevent work-related injury. Believe it or not, a lot of our patients can move up a lot better than we think they can. We just haven't assessed them. So the SICU test is essentially designed to do just that. So first and foremost, you go over to your patient. How you doing, big guy?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
You're doing good? Awesome. What a great guy. So first and foremost, you ask the patient, hey, can you try to scoot up in bed on your own?
I can try.
Oh, well, you know, as ugly as that looked, the patient was able to do it on their own. So that alone right there, he passes the SICU test. Hypothetically, had he not been able to do that, come on back down, Baguette. If he had not been able to do that, demonstrate how you might not be able to do that. Oh, yeah, he can't do it. Alrighty. So at this point, we're going to move on to the next phase of the test. At this point, you ask Mike, go ahead and bend your knees. And put your feet flat on the bed. Good job. Now what I want you to do is lift your hips up and try to boost yourself to the end of the bed. Pretty good. Not bad. He's able to do that. So in this portion of the test, he would pass, and we could assess that he is able to move himself up in the bed. Come on back down, man. Now, if Mike had not been able to do this, the next portion of the step is to have him use factors in his environment to help move him up. So what we're going to do here, first thing we can do, is make the bed, the bottom of the bed come forward so he can use it as a push-off. So Mike, go ahead and push off the end of the bed and see if you can push yourself towards the head of the bed. Good job. So at that point, you would know that Mike could use his environment to push himself to the head of the bed, therefore would pass the SICU test. Let's move this back down. Another thing we can try to do with Mike, put this side rail up, go ahead and take your hands and put that at the top of the railing, just like that, and that one too. Now, try to pull yourself up to the head of the bed. Look at that. You'd be surprised how many patients can do that. They might not have strength in their lowers because of edema or some type of surgery or whatnot, but a lot of patients can do this. Another thing, and you can actually do a combination of both, where you bring this forward, push off, and use your arms to pull to the top of the bed at the same time. A lot of patients can do that. Another thing we can do at this point in the test is put the bed in Trendelenburg. It looks like this bed, isn't it? Give him a little gravity. Now try to get yourself up in bed, big guy. Much easier, much less effort by the patient, and at the same time save our backs. Let's put him back here. Now, say for instance, Mike had not passed any of these. Our last point in the process is to give him a little assistance from the nurse. At this point, Mike, go ahead. I'm going to have Mike bend his knees. Well, actually, let's scoot on down here. There you go. Have Mike bend his knees. At this point, what we can do is we can brace Mike's feet and then instruct Mike, put your hands up on the bed railing. Now, what you're going to do, Mike, is you're going to pull towards the head of the bed and you're going to push off against my hands. Go ahead and do it. Excellent. This is an excellent technique for having the nurse help the patient move up in bed. A lot of patients who cannot do the other steps can do this as long as we brace their feet. That's the end of the SICU test. And if they fail it, we got to use our assistive devices, lift team, and our resources. But if they pass, it's gonna help the patient. It's gonna help us in the long run.